going to kick this off, Lank. Here we go.
Right, I'll keep myself quiet.
Well, hello there. Hello all. How are you all doing? If I sound a little bit quieter than normal, it's because somewhere along the way, with my missus leaving and meeting a whole bunch of rubbish food while she was away in Vegas, I've managed to give myself some kind of bug, and I've been up and down all night, looking like making a few long distance calls on the big white telephone, if you know what I mean. Where is my audio gone there? Let's get this sorted. We're going to do the line today. Doing the line. Walking the mile. Basically, we're doing the Leopard 1 line. Now, this was as voted by you, the humans. It's a very interesting line. It's a finesse line. It's a line that's all about, well, basically, not the armor. You've got a fair amount of gun depression, quite a few tanks with 10 degrees gun depression. The worst in the line, I think, is about 5. The PTA's got 6. I think the might be the 3001D has 5. Let's just check that out. Where are we? And that's... What the hell is that? That is not what I'm after. Tier 6 and 3001D. No, it's got 7. So I think 6 is the low watermark. 5 or 6. I forget. All these stats. Not a line that's renowned for its armor. It's a line that is pretty consistent throughout. You're looking to possibly create some angles with like the 3001D and the 3002D, but the rest of them are all just no armor farmers. And you get up to the PTA and the Leopard 1, and they're just basically balls of speed that run around the place using outstanding guns. And if you can do it with them, you can do it with anything, honest to God. Now, if I suck today, I don't know, but I played all weekend and I kind of sucked. Like, I'll be honest with you, I sucked. The stats were pretty rubbish, and yeah, they, I don't know. So hopefully today, being crook and all, I can have like Michael Jordan's flu game. I'll come back and come screaming down the trap. Now let's pop this chat out and I'll start talking to you guys. Here we go. Can turn restream off. I've got tank compare up there. That sounds pretty good. G'day Andy. G'day Minecraft. Oliver, Soul Sayer, Lanky, all the boys in here in Discord. Hello. How you going, fellas?
Excellent. You?
Oh, I'm getting there, mate. I'm getting there. I'm basically going to finish this, go downstairs, crawl into bed, and not move until Junior comes back home. So, yeah. So that's how I'm feeling right now. But be that as it may, let's kick this business off. Hey Bushka, ahoy! Weekend is full of noobs. It wasn't the noobs, guys. Let's be accountable here, where you're accountable is due. I'd had a good couple of weeks bombing it out there, getting big numbers, and Saturday and Sunday of this week on the Asia server, I stunk up the joint. So you can't be fairer than that. It wasn't the teams, it was all me. Let's play the Panzer II. Now, this is where you kick the line off. It's an inauspicious start, but for all that, it's a tank that a lot of people love seal clubbing in at this tier. And by that, I mean any tank really at this tier that can run around fairly quickly with an auto loader can get the job done. I'm doing a video at the moment called the top 5 most overpowered tanks. And there's a couple of tanks on there that are very, very near the edge of the grade. And they're lower tier tanks. The biggest issue I have with putting in lower tier tanks is the most overpowered tanks. Spurs. Damn straight. Spurs, baby. Been a Spurs supporter since I was 11 or 12. 30 odd years of Spurs love. Hang on. Let's just get this queue working. Turn off same control mode. Supremacy is on. Let's get as many battles going on as possible. And we go straight on in. Great to see you all here today. Lovely to be doing the business. Ahoy! Oh, that was another thing I found out on the weekend, that people really do know who I am on the Asia server, and it's tunnel time. But I can't change the name on the Asia server because Bushka, if I change it, someone will grab it. And I'll have a masquerade going on for sure. What was that, Andy?
If you create another account on Asia and just change its name and then...
Ooh, you clever dog.
At least you keep it. Just cost you a bit of gold.
You clever dog.
You did just say it on the live stream though, dude.
That's alright. I'd be the one that did the timing on it, so I'd be alright.
Yeah. You do it just for the EU stream.
So, Bushka, Xavier Bartley wants to know what you think of the Borstig.
I think the Borsig's pretty good. I played with Ouija on it yesterday, and he was wrecking stuff in the Borsig.
Armor's a bit too thin though.
No, it is what it is for a reason. Honest to God, if you had armor on that thing, it'd be madness.
I know, but even the sloped armor on the turret defense around the top is paper thin. I mean, it's sloped, but anything can penetrate it.
It's a TD. It's supposed to be that way.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
If you gave a turret TD at tier 8, like the ISU or something.
Yeah, no, it's one of the only good turreted TDs at tier 8 that you can actually get a hold of, and it's that way for a reason. Absolutely. Oh, thought I'd clip him out there. I forgot the clip numbers on this thing. So you can see this is a pretty solid tank just for being your standard little low tier tank, just doing the business. And this is really kind of like, we'll just play one game in this, and you can see it's not super quick, but at this tier generally nothing is super quick. Just try to get side shots on. You don't really have to worry about people with a huge amount of gun depression and such. Okay, he's fired, so we'll have a crack at him. On a full reload. Not with gun depression. You don't have to worry about a huge amount. With most of the tanks that you're going to come up against, they're not particularly amazing in terms of... hang on. In terms of numbers. So angling up never hurts. And most of the time at this tier, the tank's numbers are great, but just being able to play is 10 times more important. And you can see here, it's not like I'm running around facing the stiffest of competition. Yeah, there are tanks here. I'm not saying there's no tanks that have really good speed. This is just not a tier where you have an amazing amount of tanks with really good speed. You do have tanks like the T-18 here, which is my favourite tier 2 tank for various reasons. Mostly because it's just a absolute monster in terms of armor. But for all that... Look at the armor on it. It's pretty funny. There we go. Yeah, but for all that, it is what it is. It's a solid little number. Got a good little autoloader. Does the business. And, I mean, the other thing you might not know about this tank is it does have 10 degrees of gun depression. Where are we? There's the 2. There we go. And let's have a look at it from the perspective of that T-26 that was shooting at me before. And you can see if you angle it up, you can get the occasional bit of red and side scope like a T-26 or something like that. But, you know, we're not talking about hold the line. So let's finish off with that, baby. Where is my tier 3 gone? Panzer III A. Okay. And you can see, I'll show you the line here. We got the Panzer III A is the start of the line proper. Now we're going to be going through the medium section of the line. I've done so many videos, hey, on the 2Gs, on the like Looks, Leopard, 2801, Spix, SP1Cs, AU251s. I mean, I've done so many videos on those tanks, but it's been a long time since I've really gone at the medium part of this line, so we're going to stick with the medium area. Right on, Donkey Kong. Geez, I'm electric today, aren't I? I'm absolutely electric. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, really entertaining stuff. So, 3A, this is a renowned seal clubber. This thing used to be a hell of a good seal clubber. Yeah, JC saying in the chat there, Johnny Collier, if you do want to have an opinion on these tanks, I've got community polls up all the time. There's polls for stream topics. There's polls for pretty much everything. And if you want your voice to be heard, go in there and vote and leave a comment. And I look through the comments and I read the poll numbers. And that's how I'm basically outlining my content. I'd love to see Swedish tank destroyers, by the way. In PC, I'd like a 68% win rate in that that Tier 8 Premium TD, the Swedish one. It's like got 280 millimeters of pen on its standard AP rounds.
I don't care if they don't introduce any other tank. I'd love to see the S tank in Blitz.
I'm going to get wrecked here.
So what else is new?
Someone? Anyone?
Just out of curiosity, are you on the... May I ask which server you are?
I'm on the Asia server at the moment, mate.
Alright, never mind then.
Okay, the BT7's gone down. Don't know why. He could have had me there if he was consistent with it. I think he's going to flank the corner, which means we can get stuck into the Panzer II over here. I think there's also someone... Now, it does have a good little autoloader. There's no denying it. It's got nice DPM numbers. Where is that BT gone? Where has he gone? Oh, God bless him. He is on fire. Zombie killer, you are my new hero. I'm not too OP, zombie killer, you grub. Now trying a bit of a reverse side scrape here in the in this tank, which is a bit silly because it's got no armor, so I shouldn't be doing that. I'm just going to peek down here on this light. No, he's gone. He's having a good game, that BT7, isn't he? I'm just basically trying to abuse camo here. Full reload, and these are these tanks at this tier. It's a really good little seal clubber, hey. The DPM is excellent. The autoloader works a treat. It's really quick firing. You've got 10 rounds. Each thing fires 2 rounds. So you're putting 10 rounds in, which is plenty of damage. And it moves nicely. It's another tank that's got a surprising amount of gun depression. You'll see here at tier 3. We go for the meds. Oh no, we don't. We can stick with the lights. Oopsie daisy. Panzer III A. 10 degrees of gun depressione, which is excellent. And about the same damage we did in the first game. All well and good. Pretty cool. Thank you, Zombie Killer. I'll give you a thumbs up because, man, that is why you play lower tiers if you're going to play them at all. You run around like a clown and have a good time.
Looted. The M, what was it? The M3 Lite, the premium one, have you?
Here we go. No. Tier 4. Tier 4 now. Okay, let's just go with the special ones. Let's get rid of you. Now we're on to the Panzer III. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of running the 75mm gun. This one here. I'm not a big fan of the 75mm on the Panzer III. I just don't like it. It's got 43mm of AP pen, which, although it's great having a 75mm gun at tier 4, 43mm is just not enough. I mean, even your HE has 38mm of pen. To give you an example of what a proper tier 4 75mm gun looks like, we can go to this one here, the 75mm KWK 40L43. The DW2 is rocking, and that has 103mm of AP pen. You're obviously not meant to be using the other one, and if you are, there could be a reason why you're getting so frustrated with the tank, because it really really needs to run the 50mm. 17.95 rounds a minute, 67 AP pen, 130 APCR, and look, I just prefer this gun. If you want to, I'll run them both, and you can see, but it's really hard making any action out of the gun on that 75mm. 43mm of pen is tough on a 75. Now, just quickly, here we go. Tier 4. Again, with the gun depression numbers, I'll show you here. You got 10 degrees of gun depression, which is all well and good. So you can actually scoot around and abuse gun depression. Now, that's a good idea if you want to do that, because your armor is pretty cranky. I'd run it and try and be a little bit more finesse than aggressive. And this is what I said about the whole line right from the get-go, is this line is not a line of big nasty brawlers like the Russian mediums, or able to angle off corners and bounce shots effectively very often. There's a few exceptions in the line where you can do stuff like that, but for the most part, you're looking at a tank that you really don't want to get stuck on your own playing against someone else, unless you've been conserving hit points and you're making a good hit point trade, because it just does not make very satisfactory hit point trades. I am not doing Do You Know the Way. You're out of your mind. Ever again. And this might seem like this is a little bit unfair, but that's why I'm going in behind these guys here. Your pen numbers are crap. You can see there, look at that Hetzer. He's got it all over me. So what I'm going to do is actually just move around till I'm on his side, and then use the gun, which actually has a really nice DPM, or relatively nice, and move around in the D2. And again, shots from the side are where it's at. There's a tank up the end there. I'm going to use this gun, but keep between me and the T40. And then I'm going to peek on the T40 and try and get a sneaky one into him. Then we're bailing out here. There's no reason to go and play with that T40. He's absolutely pointless to us. These guys go and chase him. They're going to be doing the wrong thing. Here we go. This is the guy we've got to find. We angle up to him, kill him, move on. Got to get past this Hetzer. And then I'm going to try and get the Hetzer between me and the guy that's in cap, or the multiples that are in cap, and just take as little damage as I possibly can there. Get back around again as fast as possible. Hope the guys get a drive wheel. We hit his drive wheel, didn't pen. Hit his drive wheel, didn't pen. I mean, that's the way it is. Got that one, and now we're into this T46 again. Nice alpha. I mean, it's enough alpha. Firing on the move is absolutely no problem. Gonna leave him alone there. Get past this again. I'm going straight to a flank. Flanky McFlankerson. Valentine 2s have plenty of armor frontally. Got plenty of armor sideways. He's a clever bugger, this guy. He actually knows who to shoot. God. Gonna switch to APCR, even for his ass. Hopefully, I don't know what his gun depression numbers are over the back. I'm hopeful they could be crap. I'll just leave him alone. His engine's done. And we're going to move over here. And this is what I said about the T40. He was completely irrelevant. By putting himself out in that flank, he was absolutely irrelevant. Have they not killed that guy yet? There we go. That's pretty much why I don't like doing videos at tier 3 and 2 and 4, because that's like the people there were really not putting in the effort. They were, but they're just not very, very good. Like they've not. There's a lot of people in here who've got low numbers of games. They don't have spare parts. They don't have full crew skills. They're grinding stock tanks, and you can see the traverse on those tanks like that T40 and everything. Yeah, don't worry, Melly. You're dead spot on. Now, I think that's... Is there anyone who wants to see more on the Panzer III? Let me see.
So you got all the little graphics on Bushka, the ones, you know, when people subscribe and stuff?
Yeah, I do, but if they're not working, let me... Are people... Have there been any donations? No.
No, somebody just said they subbed to your channel, so...
Let me just check there. Streamlabs. Let's go to Streamlabs. Get it happening. You're all wonderful. Thanks for putting up with me. I know I'm not being the most entertaining human today, but I promised I was going to do this. Everyone voted on it. We had like 4,000 votes, had lots of comments, and it felt just a bit cruel to stay in bed.
Well, you know, mate, they're missing those dulcet tones out of your lovely voice.
There's going to be no singing today, amigo. Where is JC? What's his excuse today? Surely they don't have him working on a Sunday.
Well, they may.
The bastards.
Pancake breakfast?
Yep. Widgets.
Yeah. He's moving up the corporate ladder.
Okay. Let's see if we can test a subscriber here. That should come through. Well, apparently it's working. Okay, we'll see how we go. Alright. Where am I? So... Yeah, go to the tier 5. Okay, we'll go to the tier 5. Now, this is a great tank. I did a credit grinding tank. Nick, Noah, Vic, I'm doing this as the medium line, okay? Because they're medium tanks at the end of it and medium tanks at the start of it. And yeah, we're going with the medium line. I've done so many videos in the light line. I've done so many 2801 videos. I haven't done videos for ages on these 4 tanks here. Like, they need to be done. E50M has been such a pain in my ass. It has been kicking me all over the field when I meet it in another medium at tier 10. It goes so well in those one-on-one encounters. It is such a punish, even with its low DPM, but it's very hard to fit it out where it actually gets to them very often. This tank has incredible credit coefficient, and it's also a pretty good tank in and of its own right. So if you are looking at a tank to grind credits in and you don't have a premium tank and you're a young human who can't afford one, you know, you don't have one, or you just resent giving Wargaming any of your hard-earned, then I would go for this tank over all others. It's not just that it's a tank that has a good credit coefficient, it's got an excellent credit coefficient for a non-tech tree tank. I think it's like 145%. I could be off plus or minus 5% on that one. But like the Churchill gun carrier's got the best non-premium credit coefficient, but it's a crap tank. And this thing is actually capable of competing at tier 5, which is important. Okay. No one's moving. Come on, guys. Come on. Up you come. He's dropped adrenaline, so he's going to stick in. Whoops, that was my bad. And I got people on the right now. So instead of going all the way back, I'm going to go low here and try and clear this T-34. Try and peek on this Anko. Reset my camo. Now I'm just going to go around this corner and pull back. No, he's bailed. Good. Didn't mean to press that button there, by the way. That was my mistake. My weekend skills have held over. Yeah, we're going to clear this T-34. He doesn't have a lot of support. Oh, no, he's away.
EU's Thursday, isn't it?
EU's
The
Thursday,
stream?
that's right.
Yeah.
So we've got 4 around there. That M7's in real trouble. He doesn't have a lot of support, so I'm going to try and clear at least one of these guys. And then side scrape if at all possible here. Yeah, good, good, good. We've got some humans turning up now. 4D is a really good tank there, that one. Ram kill. Stalled. Girls in the Panzer. I think a lot of people really like them, so why the hell not? Yeah, it's got a lovely dose of alpha. It's nice and mobile. It's got gun depression. It earns money. It really is a quality tank at tier 5. Moves well, rather accurate. Like I'd go hard recommending this tank to anyone. It's for me, it's where the line really starts to get interesting. Whoa, I feel great. Never felt better. Wow. Thursday is the EU stream. That's right. Thursday. Bushka's knob, Frankie. Bushka's knob. So I'll play another one in this. You can see there. So I wanted 25,000 credits. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but that's for a standard tank with 1,300 damage at this tier. And I ran absolutely everything on it. All the provisions. I used my consumables. I did the whole 9 yards. If you wanted to just run it with no provisions, nothing like that, it will still perform well enough. In fact, let's do that. Let's do that. And I'll show you... and we don't have to use the consumables. We've already bought them. Righto. So let's try that. So, oh, hang on. No, no, no. And we'll even duck the camouflage off. Now, this is for those of you who are looking to actually credit grind with a tank. Nabil, ask away. Why is a T62 getting another buff, Crazy Wolfman? I don't know. It's my favourite tier 10 medium to drive right now. I love it. I love it to bits.
Too much free vodka.
Yeah. I honestly, I cannot for the life of me tell you why they are giving stuff away. Like giving that thing another buff. So we've got one TD coming up. One in town. Heavy's coming up. So there's going to be someone up there spotting. There we go. He's got the auto fire extinguisher on. Reset your camo. Get ready to peek. Reset your camo. Get ready to peek. There we go. Oh, you grub. You cheeky, cheeky grub.
So, Bushka, with the release of World of Warships Blitz coming
Yep.
out, just ask a question for your viewers. Will you be planning on doing any World of Warships Blitz streams?
Yeah, mate, I will, but I'll be doing them on the Blitz channel, which is Bushka on Boats. The World of Warships Blitz channel, which is going to be Bushka on Boats. This has got very interesting. I shouldn't have pushed up here. Gonna let this guy come around and try and kill the Hetzer. If he pokes on the Hetzer, he's not poking. What is this, like proper playing stuff? Who are these people? What are they doing at tier? I think I'm going to get pushed on over here. T-28.
Enemy armor is damaged. Main gun damaged. We've lost accuracy.
A20. The looks comes up. We got to clear one of these guys or this will get very nasty. How am I looking from the back? I'm still pretty safe there. Alright, that's alright. We're looking good now. Clear the 28. Into the A20. No need to do what I can do all the way over here to him right up close. So we won't go chasing him down there. And then we set up for the next kill. There he is, the electric biscuit, so we're not just rolling around town not doing anything. I say that all the time in videos where people don't seem to pay attention, but they charge to get the kill and then end up in a situation where they're on flat ground with no cover. Even in games like this, it's good to do the right stuff. Bushka on blokes. Yeah, that's right. Mr. Ouija, Adrian, I know, man. I'm actually pretty crook at the moment. I've been doing it from this end and everything all night. It's great. So I haven't spewed for about 2.5 hours, which is thumbs up. So I thought I'd give the stream a go. And you can see there, 35,000 credits for 1,300 damage. That's pretty good if you're refusing to actually run all the bells and whistles. I mean, I didn't have any provisions or any camouflage on that, and yeah, I still used a consumable. So yeah. If you want to get your turret still and look around, really good question. Hash slasher. Go into settings and go to other, and you'll see in here there is a where is it? Is it? No, it's not there. It's controls. Controls. Lookout area, just there. That's the area that you're allowed to turn on and off, and it allows you to look out, which is great. Now let's have a look at the VK3001D, and we'll actually have a squiz at the army here. Let's find a tier 6, a TAR 6 German. The VK2801, that'll be good enough. Oh, Stagger Lee. Thanks for putting the AMX Bliss into your intro. That was great. Thanks, mate. Thank you very, very much for your continued support, the Stagger. Okay, so this is what your tank looks like to... the target should be the tier 6. Thank you very much. The VK3001D, that's the tier 7. For God's sakes, Bushka, get your act together. Oh, it's the M. We're looking for the D. Here we go. So you can see VK2801 shooting us. It just doesn't have a lot of armor. You can get bounces on this tank by... So you've got 8 degrees of gun depression. So if you angle it up to that point, go over a hill like that, you can sometimes get bounces peaking and pulling back. Or if you're on flat ground, you can go and you can poke like that. But that's a very, very small margin for error, that red area there. And it's certainly, if you want to bring the gun to bear and the hill is in line with that, you have to go further out, which exposes the side of the tank. But if you're trying to get bounces, you can do that. And I mean, the higher the guns, the tank's shoved up in the air, the better off you are and the more likely you are to get a bounce anyway. So you can see there, if you're up in the air like that, then yeah, you can get a bounce over there. So if there's a big rock just where the shield is there, where the drive wheel is, you know, Bob's your mother's brother. You can see, I mean, even the gun mantlet, you've got spaced armor there, but behind it, you don't have a whole lot. 60 millimeters there and a flat 80, so you're not doing armor work with this tank. What does it have going for it? Well, it's got a 75 millimeter that has 11 rounds a minute when you've fully got it built out, and it's got 150 millimeters of pen, which is fine at tier 6. Yeah, I'll explain camo resetting in this game, right? It's actually 9.8 seconds, 9.8. But there you go. The reason I say 7 is because if you look at the reload time on the gun, it was 7, and I like to use the reload times on the guns to count my camo off. So let's go. Whoa, I feel great. Feel amazing. Oh my God. Might have to mute the button and run downstairs in a tick. Nabil Boo, watch this stream back and you'll see the tier 5 tank that I just drove, the 3/4. That's all about earning money without using premium ammo and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I feel crap. Oh. Just had massive head spins. $10. Okay. No town. Fine. Hunter is on the stream. Well done. Well done, amigo. Thank you very much, ST Lunatic 85. Now, reasonably mobile. You can see I'm with a Leopard here. Building. A 2801. If he's willing to push out, I'll go with him. Yep, he looks like he's willing to push. So this is the kind of area I was talking about before, where you can actually push out.
Another one like that should finish them. We got 'em.
Now, 9.8 seconds is your camo reset timer, right? Everyone's looking down that thing, trying to get people poking. So I'm going to go to the inside here and look for shots from another angle. We can move up on this Chi Nu, I think, pretty comfortably. There's a Nashorn on my left, but I should be able to get this in before he gets there. Yeah, he doesn't come out. And then there's an MT-25 up there as well. Now, 9.8 seconds. So if I wait 9.8 seconds here with no one physically looking at me, I will drop off the mat. That's what I'm talking about with camo resets. Manu, the Wonder Dog, has found someone to yell at downstairs.
Dogs are always like that, especially if they're terriers.
Yeah, and he is definitely a terrier. So 3001P's pushing up here on my mate, the VK28, but I'm not spotted at the moment. Oh, KV1 is football. Don't do him like that.
Another one like that should finish them.
Remember what I was talking about last game where there's no need to actually push up if there's nothing to do there? Like, that's exactly what I'm talking about here. They're pushed up there for no reason. Like, it's not like they couldn't have got the same shots just hanging around at the back of the map. Oh, he's pushed. Gonna have to hit point trade with this guy. There's no other way around it. No, can't. There's only two of us left. I don't have enough hit points to do it.
Enemy is hit. He's gone. Find us another target. We nailed him.
We keep fighting until the end, but you can't win them all.
Vehicle is finished.
So you can see there, that's a perfect example of what I was talking about before, where people, there was no need to push up on 5 tanks sitting there behind a wall, and yet people want to go all the way there to take one shot, and then they're just going to get kablamoed. Absolutely wrecked. And they gave that KV1S football a second class because you just had to sit there and press the button. So I'll do another one in the 3001D. Put your sunnies on, everyone. Chrome Dome is here. Yeah, I'm really exciting today. Now, this is not the best map for this tank.
Yeah, you are looking rather peaked.
Okay, unmute that. That wasn't fun for anyone. No, don't capture the base. So, are they coming? No. It's really hard to get people at this tier to move over.
Herding of cats.
Yeah, so I'm just going to come and follow the KV1 and everyone else. You really are a second line tank on a map like this. If you don't play second line, you'll suffer tremendously for it.
We nailed him bad.
Telling everyone else to attack. There's a lot of space back here. There's no need to poke out all the way down there. Like, it's just insane, hey. Oh, come on, gun. Why are you going to play me like that?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh, oh, oh.
Nice shot.
Let's get stuck into this 12T.
Enemy armor is damaged. Don't stop.
Bounce the 12T. That was exciting. T150, KB1, KB2. He's just peeking down here. We're not going down there. Ah, well done. Guys, well done. What are you doing? Okay. And this is really where it gets tough with this tank and this line. I mean, I'll peek here, but there's no way there's not someone... Oh. Oh, oh, one shot. There's a Stuggy over there. Why is he all the way in there? I'll just try and hold these guys here. That Stug's there. We're bailing again, trying to relocate. There's a Steve. We don't like Steve at all. Steve's very, very hard to deal with if he's allowed to fire freely. There's a 4. Here comes a Stug. Yeah, there's not much you can do here. It is not that tank. Oh, and then RNG starts wrecking you like that. Steve's still out there. We're windswept and interesting as we come around the corner. And this is it. Like, I mean, the tank's a good tank. It can do this. It can play second line support, but you're going to get wrecked eventually when people move up on you. And if you don't get good RNG, you can really struggle. All I can hope here is that this guy is really bad, but I don't think he is.
Enemy armor is damaged. One of our turrets is gone. We can't.
We go down swinging. Going down swinging. I think that's a pretty fair assessment of the tank. It can work those back lines and that, but on a map that's flat with no help whatsoever, like if your heavies aren't able to hold a line, you've basically got to rely on, you know, the team being competent. Oh god, I feel fantastic. Okay, so let's go into the 3002D. Now the reason I'm just jumping along so quickly here is because if I'm going to be sick, I'd rather do it when I'm not on stream. So let's just get the 3001D out of the way. Here we go. Now, that's the Panther 1, which I wish it was. I really like the Panther 1, by the way. Here's your 3001D. Thank you, Stagger. A start for the JC Wear Fund. Now again, 3002D, sorry. 8 degrees of gun depression. Again, not a lot of armor. So that's with the Tier 6 VK-28's gun pointing at it. And you can see, even angled up like that, you're not going to get a lot of bounces. You don't have a good turret armor. You've got flat cheeks that are 122 millimeters. So you're expecting to get penned in this tank. And you've got to be really, really careful. Hey, like you saw in that last game, I was just trying to work around, reset camo, leverage those heavy tanks for their hit points, which is basically what I did. And that's, I mean, you're completely viable doing that. This is what a support tank is. It's not sitting at the back of the map doing nothing. It's running around next to the heavy tanks, like actually helping them and pushing on areas and peeking and stopping people from running down one lines and all that kind of stuff. Hayden, I don't have 5 or 6 hours for a stream, mate. Doing them stock and then upgraded is just insane because people will go through these tanks and they'll play them stock with one configuration for 5 games, and then they'll play them with another configuration for 8 games, and then they'll get the tracks after 15 games. And it's not realistic. The amount of time you spend playing a tank with absolutely no equipment on it is minimal. And a lot of people are just looking to know which tanks they can keep and what kind of playstyle they want. And for that, I'm going to show the best of the best on the tank, right? Again, this MT-25, I think, is being too aggressive. Because he's a little baby. But he's at least a light tank, hey? But we found two. We don't know where anyone else is.
Well, someone needs to be spamming the site.
What's that, mate?
Oh, I was just saying, the one fellow there, he seems to like spamming a bit.
Ah, I see. We're just being as careful as we can possibly be here, but we're in a really interesting spot. There's our heavies. It'd be great if they just moseyed on up here. We might actually be better off pushing around to where this MT-25 is. And you can see it's mobile enough. 8 degrees of gun depression lets you get some shots off. Now, he doesn't know that we're here as well, this AMX. So try and keep that as a little surprise. He's just fired, so we're going to try and poke and get one in. Might even drop some because he's a chance of firing at that guy there. And if we can clear that guy, oh, worth a shot, worth a try. You can see there's a T-150 trying to enter the fray over there. KV-2. I'll always shoot a KV-2 when given the opportunity. Right, so there's an MT-25 in spawn. Still. Interesting. Oh, gun, why'd you let me down there? I'm going to use a round of Premo here, just to make sure we seal the deal. Let's try and clear this guy. This KV-1S is about to be pushed on by the AMX. I am loath to give up my hit points, but I really need that gun in the game. No, it's too late. Got there too late. Now pushed in a really crappy spot. Got a bounce. Can't rely on that ever. T-29 over there. Running out of tanks. Gonna have to push here. Saving my shells for this bloke. Bounced it. Oh, that was bad. I did not mean to run into that at all. Man, we've done pretty well here, I reckon. We got that down to a close one, which is all you can really do in this world. How much gun depression does he have? Too much. Oh, we got a bounce. Oh my god. And that's a 220 Alpha gun. You can't beat that. Where is the last guy? Where's that KV-2? Gonna have to cap C. Oh, come on, come on, come on. You're not going to get to C and A in time, mate. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Come on, KV-2. Where are you, dude? No, we can't cap. We can't cap. You just got to keep driving through. Attack. I'm only doing it so you could possibly get up to A and stop it. While I'm in here, they can't. Oh, you grub. Oh, well. Did our best. That was pretty good. And you can see, like, one of the big bonuses, which I didn't mention about with this tank. Oh, there we go. 3,401 damage. Mastery in a tier 6 tank. So, yeah. One of the big bonuses, which I didn't really point out about this tank was the fact that you get a gun that has 220 alpha, which is massive. You saw there, it allowed me to clear those last shots a lot more effectively, and it's a bit more intimidating than it is running around with the normal stuff. Where is the chat gone? Hang on. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That was good. That's probably the best game I've ever had in a VK3002D. Now, here we go. We're going on to the Panzer. The Indien-Panzer. Well, no, it's interesting, actually. Whenever I do these streams where I'm actually doing a full line, I tend to play sensibly and properly and without mucking around, which is completely different to when I'm just driving around doing count-ins. So let's have a look at the Indien, and it's well worth a look too. This is my favorite tank in the line for a long time. I really liked it. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression, but it's one of an absolute flotilla of tier 8 mediums that have 10 degrees of gun depression and about 200 alpha to 225 to 190 kind of thing. Like the Cent one, the STA one, this tank here, the Indien, the Panther. They're all tanks that have a very, very similar outlook. Gun depression mediums at tier 8, or you're a Russian medium with a 100mm low DPM and good armor. The Indien's big drawback for me has always been the aim time, but it's got a surprisingly troll amount of armor on it. The turret is really, really small, which helps it a lot. Let's have a battle in it and see how it goes. Yeah, you're right, Nurzan. Thinking about it, I should have gone to A and left the C to the TD. You're dead on. Spot on. Should have done that.
That's where I always go to A. I hate going to C.
Yeah, well, it's just mainly at the end there when the TD was too slow to get to C. Maybe he was telling me to drive to A, but I took it that he meant he was going to A. So here we go, tier 8 game. We're going to move over to the right-hand side of the map. Now, there's two schools of thought here. You can be really, really aggressive here and move up quite past the C cap and do really well and have massive gains. But the problem with that is it requires support. And that's where that LTPB is going. And I'll show you what can happen there if you go there. You leave yourself open for tanks like me to move on and start putting damage into you. And at the 54 mod 1, yeah, there you go. See, wow, this is almost like a training drill telling you exactly what I was talking about. There's someone down that right-hand corridor, I believe. I'm not sure. Now, your DPM on the Indien, it was the best tier 8 medium. I think it's still the best tier 8 medium. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. Now, we got lots of support here. Geez, this is a really, really good team. Really good team. Hey, they didn't muck around at the top.
Which is good. So many camp at that spot.
Yeah. I don't mind the T20. I didn't say that. Now that T23E3 actually has the same DPM as a Comet, right? So you've got to be careful here, but you can go straight through him, and you can see the upper glacis on this. It's also got about the same pen, which is like 140 on its AP rounds, which is not amazing. Now there is a big troublemaker. T34. I'm a big fan of the 220 Alpha on this gun. Big fan. He's still not looking at me. So we're going to keep sticking on this T34. It's finally backed up. Look for the driver's hatch. Always aim at the driver's hatch underneath the gun. See the driver's hatch right there? That's what you're looking for. Now he's fired 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Yeah, we'll get that last one in. There we go. Counting them off. And now we're going to reset. He's looking the other way. We'll just try and peek and shoot really quickly.
Okay, we got to remove somebody.
Yeah.
I can do it.
What are they doing?
He just posted the N-word, but modified so it comes up.
Righto. I'll just finish this guy off.
Yep.
I'll fire an APCR round just in case. Tiger 1 should have him. But I'll get him. I can't see it. I can't see it.
Here, we'll do this.
Just tell me his name.
The one dude that don't care. Right above, it's a couple above where the Alex Cowboy just gave.
Yeah, I got him. I got him. If you say that on stream, I am going to chuck you. Thank you very much, Alex. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, mate.
No worries.
So there we go. That's another 3100 game in the Indian. It's one of my favorites. We'll do one more game in the Indian, hey?
I love that tank. I mean, I play it on NA.
Yeah, it's for a long time. This was my favorite Tier 8 medium, and I guess it kind of, if I had to pick one to drive, just today, I'd probably go this over the Mod 1 because it can actually output damage, and I've really gotten tired of the Mod 1 and that not being able to put up big DPM numbers, and it struggles to get to 3K.
Yeah. And as you say, it bounces great anywhere as long as you're moving it around.
Yeah, it's got a pinhead, which is a really odd thing to say, but if you look at the size of the turret, guys, compared to the turret of that Tiger 1, look how narrow it is, the turret. Look at it. It's really, really narrow.
And it's round, which is interesting, so it's got lots of...
Where are they going?
You know.
Why are there 3 people going to base C? Thanks, Gradient. You're a champion. So we've got someone down here. Try and track him before he gets around the corner. There we go. Took one, but we stopped him up. Is that IS-3 fired? Oh, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. And we're just basically working the back line here. This is support tank. This is what a support tank is. It is not sitting right at the back doing nothing. It is literally just rolling forward with your heavies and your TDs and everything else. We're going to drive straight past this guy, hey. Hit him on the turret. Didn't pen. So we're missing a Helsing, which I'd like to find. But I'd like to go on Cap B just in case, because you never know. Oh, but then again, I got shots like this. Oh, and they don't go in. Yeah, get your angles right, Bushka, you idiot. Should have angled up well before that. There's the STA. Helsing's over there. I don't know what the STA is doing. Helsing's being really aggressive. We'll just go to the STA. Why are they buffing the 62A? I have absolutely no freaking idea. Yeah, I have lost weight. I lost about 3.5 kilos between the hours of midnight and 9 AM this morning. It was great fun. I call it the eat some pizza that's got some weird stuff on it and then just vomit your guts up for the next 7 or 8 hours. It's a great way to lose weight. Everyone's doing it in Hollywood. I love the way everyone thinks that the way I play on a count-in stream is the way I play and points that out as the actual way I play the game. It's unfathomable to me that people seriously think that the way I play when I'm running around with 7 or 8 mates in a game yelling and having a good time is the way I'd play normally. But anyway, so that's the Indian. Any questions on the Indian? Yeah, my sick day. I can't send myself home from work. That's the problem. I'm downstairs. Second row, mate. You know it. Hayden, you got the business. Second row up. Here is where it gets... Well, mate, Neither had I, Chris. Honest to God, I'd never heard of it either. And Oscar hasn't got it, but I sure as hell have. Yes, Josh, I do. Amigo, hello. I'll tell you how crook I am. I have not had any coffee today. None. Which is unheard of. Okay, we're going to play the PTA, but before we do, let's look at this. That's enough in the Indian. I mean, you can see it's a freaking good tank. Indian, highly recommend it. For a long while, it was my favorite tank in the line. Hey, love it. Really love it. Oh, don't make me think about pizza now. I'll be sick. GT Hawk in the house. G'day, GT. Good to see you, mate. On the PTA, you got to get the gun, mate. That 90mm gun will cause... There's a video I did where I'm in a 183, I think, or something. No, I'm in the Jaegeru. And I literally see that the PTA has the stock gun, and I just ignore him. And he can't do anything. You'll see the guns. They look markedly different. Anyway, here's the PTA. You've got no armor, right? You can get hit by HE. You've got no gun depression. Okay? You got like 6 degrees of gun depression. Same as an Object 140. It's not special at all. And unlike what I've been doing with the Indian and the VK3002D and all that, you can't angle out and peek. You can't. I really like both lines. The RU251 line is special because light tanks are something I just unfathomably fall in love with. But Justin Edding, I'll just say this once. If you're watching the video and I'm talking through the games as I play them, you can hear exactly how often I just go running in to get shots, which is never, ever. I'm right next to the heavy tanks, but if I can shoot someone at 200 meters, I'll shoot them at 200. If I can shoot them at 50 instead of 10, I'll shoot them at 50. And you always want to have somewhere to go to afterwards. Now, this is going to be tough. No denying it. Off we go into the PTA. But Ouija's right. This is one of the worst tanks in the world to drive stock. There's just no... If you have free XP, save it for the gun on this tank. Because even if you just sit at the back with this gun, the L7A1, the NATO weapon that's also on the Cent, and the FV4202, and the Leopard 1, it is a thing of beauty. So here we go.
Worst tank to drive stock with the KV-1S.
No, dude. This smashes it. The Leopard PTA sees Death Stars, and when it's stock, it doesn't go particularly quick, and it's got a 90mm gun against Tier 10 tanks, and you cannot do any damage. And yet, the only way you'll do damage is getting on the side of them, and if you have to get up close, you are risking so much, hey? So this is where it gets really interesting with this tank. There is no doubt a whole bunch of tanks waiting for us, right? And there's probably going to be some middle. Now, normally I'd hang middle, but there's so many people in the middle around A at the moment, they're going to be trying to snipe across B and C, that it'll be very difficult to get shots, and they'd have to be very stupid to kind of give them up. Oh, tempted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. That's full. That's all of them. That's all of them. Okay. Can we sneak up here and get a few dirty, dirty little shots in?
I think that's a possibility.
I think it's possible. See how I'm right on the boundary line? I've yet to fire a shot. It's just one of those things. Like, this is a tank you cannot be aggressive with. First shot's a kill. I'll take that. One. Oh, don't push in, guys. Why are you pushing in? Oh, seriously? And this is where it gets tough, because you don't have any choice now. You have to push in. If you lose all your team, you're not going to be able to work these guys over. On your... Oh, what was that? We can put some into that T-34 pretty easily. Really? Really?
Critical
If you guys think I'm poking there again, you're out of your mind.
I'm just taking out the what is it, the M3 Light for a spin. First time I've done it, and I will say it's incredibly bouncy.
Be good to clear that VK, wouldn't it?
Enemy is hit.
This, I mean, this is not some people's cup of tea playing like this. It really isn't. But I think you're spot on, Max. Well done. Good spot. The T69. I'll keep him proximity spotted at least. And I've saved my hit points, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get away down there and hit point trade with this T26E4 if he gets stuck in. Oh, IS-8, not poking there. Pushing the other side, pushing the other side. He'll be coming around there in a sec. There's a low hit point. Someone, yep, there he is. That's another thing I forgot to tell you. I actually really screwed that up. By the way, the PTA has no gun depression over its ass. Absolutely none. No gun depression over its ass whatsoever. High roll would be nice. Thank you. See if we can't sneak. There you go. So that's seriously, like, we did 2K, wasn't huge, but we capped 2 bases. I capped the 1 base at the end. ISU had a great game. Give him that. And there. And even just run out. And that's a horrible map for it. The whole team went to the sniper spots in the middle. We couldn't do much with it. And because of that, because of that, we had to go around the flank, which was tough, but we cleared tanks. Like, we made good shots. We capped C, and then we kind of stuck there with that ISU 152. So they couldn't push up, and we won it. Let's call left here. Have they got a T49? Bugger. You do not want to see T49s in this tank, hey? No one? Okay. Again, there's the red line. I mean, I'm not hanging at the back, but I'm not going to push up easy just because, you know, they want me to. Where did that go? Just hit him with a normal round, Bushka. Got a Leopard over there. Now look at this thing move. Seriously. Like, look at it go. Leopard is such a good name for this tank. Size 6 looked like he's going to push my mate, the 1390. Haven't got any gun depression. One of the worst things about the tank again. Gotta watch it. It's torture. No gun depression over the arse. Can't get the shots off. I mean, the only reason I'm still here is because we've got a whole lot of tanks on our flank. Still available. Guys, wake up. They're coming around this corner. Anyone? 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 Bueller!
Well, I'd gladly help out, but we're not in the same battle.
Punched right through their armor. Ammo hit. We're lucky it didn't blow. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on there. We had 2 tanks with us, and they just either got worked or... There you go. We'll play another one in the PTA, because honestly, those are just 2 really tough games. A whole lot of tanks in spawn, and having to push up into them is not what we were after. I mean, we can still really easily win this thing, but... That 49 needs to bail and go down and support these guys. This would actually be a good game. Oh, God, dude. No, 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 no. Oh, my God. He's trying to kill him. Dude, just staying alive would have been the tip there. Just running. 2801 is a great way to go through, but it's been nerfed a bit lately. So, I don't know.
I still think it's a good tank.
Yeah, I think it's a good tank too. I don't think it's amazing, but it's good.
Not like it used to be. I mean, with that, you know, nerf to the depression and stuff like that. But
yeah.
If you play it well, you can really mess with the team.
Yeah. Nah, Azza, I'm not going to be doing. I mean, 2K. We did our best. I'm not going to be doing the light ones. I just don't have the stamina for it today, man. Jeez, I've been electric, haven't I? I really have been electric.
Little Viagra would help with that stamina, though.
It ain't the Viagra, Banky. Not unless Viagra is suddenly a spew suppressant.
Hey, did you look at the new Streamlabs thing they've got out? I'm not sure if it's available.
I think it's only Windows.
For the new OBS?
Yeah, I think it's only a Windows client.
Yeah, I would think they'd be bridging over to Mac very shortly, because
I
I think
so.
the Windows is just still in, because it's in beta, and it's actually, I learned just quite a bit from it, from some of the new guides, and I think you can actually apply them to the original OBS. I should link you the videos on it.
Yeah, hook me up.
But
That'd be great.
Because what it is the, you know how you create a scene, right?
Yeah.
What you would do is say, like, you would create a webcam scene, and then you would create all these little different scenes, and then you would import each scene into your production window.
That's what I do now, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been doing that. I've actually been piecing everything in together as it is. But it's I found that there's quite a lot of neat things that you can actually do with that.
Mostly I just hide stuff. That's what I do. But I've done that before.
Yeah, as I've always been one of the old kind of like chop and paste, because I want to cut one thing out or something like that, because I find if I did it in a scene, I'd have to take the whole scene in. So.
All right, here we go. That 44's gone up there. This guy's finally been caught out. Like, this is 2 massively campy games. You can see they've gone all up the top and just sat on the ridge. I'm worried about my little T-44 Razor 191 ERA here. I don't really. That's an Object 704. Like, he needs to get out of town. If they push on him, and this is not where I want to be either. Dude, bail. 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 Like, there's 4 tanks camped right there. Just bail, dude. You're going to get hammered.
People figure they can outdo everything. Sit there.
Well, I'd rather not lose him, and I'm dead set, swear to God. There's an object that has not stopped looking over here. This is 2 super campy teams, which is very hard for this tank to go out and do anything with. Yeah, here he is. He's got sick and tired of this. 433. What kind of a roll was that? Did I just roll 433? I swear to God I did. 44, man. You are getting in the way, amigo. Oh, hello.
Nasty auto loader.
Yeah, I mean that's the worst possible maps for this tank. Everyone's just sitting in spawn, camping. Well, not spawn that time, but that was 5 tanks sitting on top of a hill. You don't want to be poking at 30 meters from a tank. So let's go to the Leopard 1. 9 degrees of gun depression, massive DPM. Again, it's the same playstyle as the PTA, but just a little bit nastier. And I feel really cranky because that's 2 crappy games to have for the PTA. The Leopard 1 looks sexy as all hell too. You might notice it's got the same chassis as the STB one, which is pretty cool. 9 degrees of gun depression, as I mentioned. What I was talking about before with the PTA, okay, where are we? See how over the back you've got 0 degrees of gun depression? That's a bad thing. You get used to firing shots on the move and everything in other medium tanks, and then you're going downhill like that and someone's just on the other side and you can't get the gun down, and it will cost you games. Here we go. What do we got left? So we've done pretty well today. I mean, running these stream games is pretty good. My favourite med at the moment is a T62A. The one I probably do the best in is the M48A1 pattern. Are they coming down? Not really. There's a 183 over there. We'll just take our cap on A and work whatever magic we can from these guys at the back. I want to get to this hill here so I get a little bit better view of these guys if they try and cross. IS4, you need to be up there, dude. Let's go clear this 54. So good when these tanks just go off on their own. Works a treat. Why don't I have adrenaline? Could someone tell me again why I'm not running adrenaline?
Don't need it with the fire rate.
I'd really like it right now. Please? There's a E100 over here. Oh, he was looking. I swear to God he wasn't looking. We're going to take one from the PTA, I think. I'll get out of town. I've got him. I've just flat out got him on a reload. He's screwed. Where's the 100 gone? There he is. Wow, that 183 cleared him. You think that E100 doesn't know who I am? Dead set. He will look at anyone else apart from the guy shooting him, as long as he gets a chance to put a shot in on me. I bounced him. Are you serious?
I've got some guy in chat challenging me to a 1 versus 1 because...
Well, why wouldn't you?
Well,
Yeah.
he's separated from the group and he's currently calling the entire team a bunch of noobs. He was the first to die.
Sounds like Blitz to me.
And it Blitz.
I'm not playing the 183. I've done so much 183, guys. I'm not doing the 183. I feel sick already. Don't make me do that. So we'll play a couple more games in the Leopard one. I think 3.5k in the Tier 6 one is going to be a very high bar. I don't think we'll get to that again. Yeah, the next one may well feature the grill. Absolutely. Please don't go town. Please don't go town. Please don't go town. What do they got? 140 or 54. So 6 degrees and 5 degrees of gun depression respectively. I'm just going to load heat and try and get one into them if we get the chance. Really?
Bushka, what consumables and stuff do you got on the tank?
My loadout depends a lot on if I'm in platoon or not. If I'm not in platoon, I'll generally run calibrated shells. If I'm in platoon, I'll run rammer, because quite often you're wolf packing and you're trying to get multiple shots into someone, and it's the DPM is more important, like getting a couple of shots out. I really didn't think I'd be spotted there, so I was waiting to see if a better target popped, but there you go. And this is the kind of map you love driving this tank on, hey? It's just rolling around the... Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. How far away is he? 251. He can see me if I'm not careful. Is he ever coming out? No. Okay. Oh, hang on. He's out again. You got 7 minutes, guys, in these games. 7 minutes. You can do 300 damage a minute and end up with over 2,000 damage every time, right? Yeah. Our 140's pushing up. Cool. We're going to go in together. 1, 2, 3. That's all of them. Oh, thank you very much, Tylus. That's... Never go there in an Object 140. That is an absolutely stupid place to play. No risks, really. Oh, why so much HE? Because these are contributor accounts. And what happens is every time you load a tank up, it's just got an automatic loadout of 3 equal splits between the 3 different rounds of ammo. So if you don't adjust it the right way, you end up with just keeping like 20 rounds of HE. See? This is why I get really frustrated with tier 10 guys. Like, there is no way that I am going to push out there and spot for these guys. And so many of my average damage numbers in tier 10 tanks that are lights and mediums have gone down because there are so... Here's the 183, Noobs. He wants to just sit there while we go and spot and fight against 5 mediums. Like... Really? Where is their 183, hey? Because everyone else on our team's still back in spawn. Well, if we get double teamed up here, it's going to be very ugly. I think their 183's actually gone out.
That was the first for everything then.
What a tier 10 is. There's the 183, happy days.
Get behind him.
Hooray! We got a shot off. Hooray! 2 minutes into the game.
Yay.
This is tier 10, man. Seriously.
You've got a shot off in tier 10? Wow, you're spoiled.
Oh, there's a 54, and I'm spotted. And the 183 will be looking over here, no doubt. And so the 54 is going to push on me. What I want to do here is try and find something I can get behind at least a little bit, because... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That is crap. So he's going to pen every shot. This is just a pure hit point trade, and he's got adrenaline on as well. Gosh, are you serious, dude? And we bounce. And we bounce. Yep, 183, still in spawn, object 268. I knew he was going to push on me there. This is the worst part of the game for me, is playing tier 10. So the games we've had all the way up to this have just been so dynamic, apart from a couple of the PTA games. And you get up here, and it's just a pile of shit. It really is. Well, it is, like...
Yeah, I know.
It's terrible gameplay.
I was in a game earlier this week. 2 183s on the same team.
Oh, 2? Jesus, mate. I've had 4. It's and it's not just the 183s either. It's well, a lot of it is. Like neither team will push because basically they're afraid of getting deleted. And so I'm in a horrible position there. Like, that was my fault. I shouldn't have gone all the way out there on the flank. I could have sat and spawned sniping with the rest of them, but it does my head in. It really does.
Well, it's like white, yeah.
No, guys, that T-54 just got super lucky. That's all. Like, he's got nowhere near the DPM I've got. He just got 2 wide open bounces for no reason. That's just RNG. Miles better. It's just one of those things that happens.
Yep. Sometimes you're the smoking hole.
Yeah. Oh. Now we're on Himmelsdorf. Find a heavy, make friends, sit next to him. They've got no mediums. We got to go right. Seriously. Yeah, T-54's armor's good, but it's not that good.
No.
They've got 4 heavies and 3 TDs, guys. And you're going to go to D.
That's it.
Okay.
Line up in the shooting gallery.
Well, they might be coming to our way.
Hmm.
And you're going to push. One's going into C, fair enough. The other 2 are still in spawn. Interesting. E-75 is nearly dead. No TD spotted yet. Look, this isn't the fault of the tank. This is a terrible, terrible map to be on for this tank. And I'm just feeling absolutely rubbish. God, I hope we have a good game here because I've been... Oh, there's the 183. Happy days. Fun and dynamic gameplay for everyone. Oh, awesome. There's an E-75 there as well. There's a 183. He's dead. Good, good, good. I just got tired of sitting at the back. Seriously. 3 of us versus 5. Oh, poke. Come on. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome. I'm going to get HE'd here. And I missed. There's freaking tanks everywhere. There's a bloody... I had a HE loaded there. If I can sneak Cap B, we might be able to do something. Whoops. No, we're screwed. That's what you get. You get idiots playing heavies at tier 10. There's not much you can do. Like, honestly, we managed to scrounge out 2,600 damage from that mess. Look at our IS-8, our ST-1, and our E-75. They pushed down a heavy line versus a 57, an IS-4, an E-75, and an E-100. And it's not like I'm not asking for help.
it's a lot of things people fail to realize. You know, they push up a whole line quickly and forget that they still have tier 1, maybe tier 2, 3 crew skills, and guys that are experienced at tier 10 are maxed out.
Yeah, and they also just don't know how to play, mate. They really don't know how to play. They don't watch. I mean, I call that. I used indicators on the screen and everything, and they just rolled into the middle of cap. Spotted. Nomad spotted, but they're Cat B. We know that much. Someone remind me to put adrenaline on, please.
Okay, will do.
Put adrenaline on. I said to remind you, you didn't specify the time.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Got to get this one off before I get 183.
Enemy destroyed.
Our poor old T-54 is over there doing it tough. There's a PTA in cap. I'm going to drive through A and try and help this guy with this IS-8. There's a 183 that I can't see, which is really scaring me here, but we'll do our best. There he is. Cool, he can't see me. Good Bat Chat, you team player, you. I love you. Well done, Bat Chat. He's adding his DPM to the mix. We'll clear this guy quickly. PTA is over here somewhere. I mean, it's the most mobile, fantastically quick gun platform money can buy. And the gun just sings. Hey, it's so much fun to play in games like this, where you actually get to drive around. And that Bat Chat went really well, and the 54 too. They were both absolutely balls deep the whole time. Good on you, boys. Thank you.
Don't forget your adrenaline.
Oh.
Wait, don't forget the adrenaline.
So Wolf 89 wants to know how you shoot on the move without running into walls and things.
Practice, Wolf. Just practice.
Also not...
It's just practice, man.
Try to stay out of sniper mode.
Yeah, even if you are in sniper mode, it's still totally doable. Watch Aminette. She does it all the time. She drives like nearly 100% in sniper mode. It's freaky to watch. You really should watch it. I'm screwed, guys. I can't keep going. I'm absolutely wrecked. That's me done. Thank you so much for watching. Hey. I think auto aim driving is probably a little bit better than it is on a touch screen, but at the same time, you get used to doing things on the keyboard that you can't do on the auto aim on the touch screen, which is like if you're on the touch screen, I'm doing a tortoise review, which I'll release tomorrow, I think. And you can see I'm running in a Leo 1 at about 50 kilometers an hour, and I adjust the auto aim up just a smidgen and hit him in the hatch. Whereas if you're on the laptop, you wouldn't be able to do that because the auto aim automatically goes to the center mass of the tank. Veggie Mama, if you want to get your win rate up, mate, go to this channel here, bushkaonblitz.com, and there are reviews, guides, and gameplays, but there's also this one here, Tactics and Tips, which is a huge, big playlist of just stuff to help you.
Well, hello there.
Oh, hang on. That's all we need from that. I'm wrecked. I love you all. Thank you, everyone who donated. Thank you for sticking around, even when I was far from entertaining. I think we had about 400 people on here at one point, despite the fact that I've been about as fun as a punch in the scrotum. Don't have any pizza in my name. I'll be sick if I just think about it. Honest to God, St. Lunatic. I'm going straight downstairs to the bathroom. Love you all. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That was I think, a pretty fair indication of the line.
Get better soon.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see we won an awful lot, apart from that terrible stuff with the VK3001D, but we won an awful lot of other ones, which was nice. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you very much. Look after yourselves, and until next time, stay safe on the battlefield.